You know, I'd say Oak Grove, Northern Cass, and Kindred are probably, and Central Cass, don't want to count them out, probably your top 4 teams to sneak into those semifinals and the finals. If you were to put all the teams on paper, that would be my prediction right now. But of course, long ways to go before that becomes official. It's completely unofficial, of course. So that's kind of a summary wrap-up, summary preview of the Region 1 tournament. And once again, round 1 will be on November 3rd, and then the quarterfinals will be on November 6th. Semifinals November 7th, and the final and third place games on November 9th. And all those games will take place at Oak Grove High School in Fargo, of course. Mike Mason with you here on Jaguars Online, and Brandon handling the camera action on Jaguars Online as well. And you can simply, once again, go to northerncasschool.org, and on the top right corner at the homepage there, just click on Jaguars Online, then click play. Watch video of this game. You want the listen-only version? Mixlr.com, NMNS, or SN, excuse me, NMSN, North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network. Tried to abbreviate that for you, and I'm still getting used to the abbreviation, so I figured it would be a lot easier than typing out all those other words. So there's the buzzer there, so we'll get ready for the opening announcements, and we'll march a little bit closer to our national anthem. And with that said, we'll go over the announcements there, and then once we get past the national anthem, we'll go over your starting lineups for the Bulldogs and the Jaguars here on Jaguars Online and the North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network. And we'll be right back following the conclusion of our national anthem here on the North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network and Jaguars Online.
Again, welcome to tonight's contest between the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs and your Northern Cass Jaguars. This game is to be played under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. We expect fans to support their teams in a sportsmanlike manner and would like to remind you that you represent your school and communities by your actions. Also, please help us keep our school a clean and inviting place by putting your garbage in the cans that have been provided. Now, please help me welcome tonight's guests, the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. First with our non-starters. Number 6, Anna Greenmeyer. Number 8, Marina Zedeca. Number 12, Helena Kropp.
All right, welcome back to Jaguars Online and the North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network. Certainly appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and enjoying this broadcast as they're going through the non-starters for the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. And those non-starters would be a 5'2" junior setter, number 6, Anna Greenmeyer, a 5'1" senior defensive specialist setter, number 8, Marina Zedeca, a 5'5" senior outside hitter, number 12, Helena Kropp, and a 5'8" junior middle hitter, number 14, Josephine Nelson. A 5'9" senior outside hitter, number 23, Shelby Munn, and a 5'5" junior defensive specialist, number 34, Chase McFarland. Your non-starters for the Northern Cass Jaguars include a 5'3" junior setter, number 7, Ellie Larson, a 5'5" senior setter, number 9, Jessica Wetzel, a freshman, number 12, Sarah Yanni, a 5'2" senior defensive specialist, number 13, Kayla Hovland. Those are your non-starters for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Your starters for the Bulldogs include a 5'10" senior middle hitter, number 9, Haley Decker, a 5'7" senior middle hitter, number 13, Darby Swanson, a 5'4" junior librero, number 15, Casey Groskebauer, a 5'4" junior outside hitter, number 17, Grace Mathias, a 5'9" sophomore middle hitter, outside hitter, number 18, Dylan Frederick, a 5'9" junior outside hitter, number 19, Victoria Sadness, and a 5'4" senior setter, number 26, Bria Frederick. Your starters for the Northern Cass Jaguars look like this. A 5'11" junior outside hitter, number 1, Bailey Nelson. A 5'8" sophomore setter, number 2, Liberty Fix. A 5'8" junior outside hitter, number 4, Josie Herbertowski. A 5'1" junior librero, number 8, Samantha Spees. A 5'10" sophomore outside hitter, number 10, Allison Hildy. And a 5'8" junior outside hitter, number 14, Faith Austin. And the sophomore middle hitter, number 15, Sydney Anderson. And the Bulldogs and the Jaguars meet at center, at the middle, at the net there to shake hands. And the Bulldogs will start on the right-hand side of the net from our vantage point, and the Jaguars will start on the left-hand side of the net from our vantage point. JV game today was won by the Jaguars, 2-0, 25-12 and 25-11. As we get ready for the start of this final regular season game of the year before postseason play begins in early November, which is right around the corner here. Once again, round 1 of the playoffs will start on November 3rd, so that's just in about 4 days from now. Officials out on the court. Samantha Spees being allowed to check in now. As the librero, the Jaguars in their home whites with yellow stripes down the side, black numbers and letters with the word Jaguars across the back. And the librero, Samantha Spees, in the black jersey with gold stripes, gold numbers and letters, and the word Jaguars across the back. For the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs, they're in their dark blue with silver stripes and numbers and letters. And librero, Casey Groskebauer, I believe, yep, is in the white jersey with silver numbers. And we are going to get underway here as the Bulldogs win the coin flip and will serve first. And the serve is up and over. Fix setting up far pin there. Bailey Nelson kept alive. Groskebauer, second touch, sending it over the net. The free ball, the Jags get it. Now Fix, middle of the net. Don't check that. Bailey Nelson on the second touch. And I believe they stepped on the line. So the first point of this game is going to be a side-out point to the Bulldogs. And it's 1-0, Milnor Sargent in the lead. Spees makes first contact, setting it up for Bailey Nelson. She gets the kill, it's 1-1. Bailey Nelson with over 30 points in the game against Oak Grove. What day is it? Last Thursday, there we go. Volley continues now on the Jags side of the net. And that just snuck over, and credit the kill there to Allison Hildy. Makes it 2-1. Liberty Fix will have the serve for the Jags. It's up and over and nearly an ace. Back over to the Jags and 2 touches, 1 touch later. Back to the Bulldogs, 2 touches, back to the Jags. Now Bailey Nelson will try far pin, and did it go out of bounds? It did. Side out point to the Bulldogs, and tied up at 2-apiece. So the serve this time will come from Victoria Sadness for the Bulldogs. Far side of the service line, up and over. Spees makes first contact. Fix sitting up, Bailey Nelson. Check that, that was not Bailey Nelson, that was Allison Hildy. Back over now Liberty Fix setting it up for Bailey Nelson, and that was an easy kill there for Nelson. She put it right where nobody was at. 3-2 Jaguars up. Early on, set one, Spiess with the serve, middle of the service line. It's up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact, near pin there. That was Dylan Frederick. And the point to Frederick and the Bulldogs, and it's 3-3. Groskebauer will have the serve now for the Bulldogs. Serve is up and over. Spiess makes first contact, hits the bottom of the basketball hoop. Ball comes down a little bit too quickly. It'll result in an ace for Groskebauer. 4-3, Bulldogs lead. Spiess, first contact. Fix, setting up far side for, I believe that's Hildy. No, check that, Anderson. Yep, it was Anderson. Back over to the Jags now. Second touch, a little joust at the net. Gonna go in favor of the Bulldogs, Darby Swanson. That makes it 5-3. Bulldogs pull out to a 2-point lead. Groskebauer continues on the serve for the Bulldogs. Middle of the service line, it's up and over. Austin makes first contact. Set up there for a, couldn't see who that was. Back on the other side now, and it's gonna be a kill for Dylan Frederick. That's her second kill, and the Bulldogs double up on the Jags at 6-3 now here in set one. Groskebauer serve, middle of the service line. Austin makes first contact, setting it up for Austin. Oh, check that, Bailey Nelson, excuse me. And she gets the kill. No, yes, she did. That's her third kill. She has 3 of the Jags' 4 points. Nelson with the serve, it's up and it's over. Frederick, second touch, sends it back over to the Jags. Liberty Fix, second touch, middle of the net. Anderson, service error into the net. And it's 7-4. Quick substitution for the Bulldogs, and coming in will be Anna Greenmeyer, and she'll have the serve for the Bulldogs. 7-4 here, set one. Bulldogs have the advantage. Fix, second touch, setting it up there. Faith Austin, nice dig out there by the Bulldogs to keep the volley alive. They'll send it back over to the Jags, and from the middle of the net, you can give the kill there to Darby Swanson. That's her second kill, and it's 8-4. Once again, Bulldogs are doubled up. Greenmeyer will continue on the serve for the Bulldogs. That serve is up and over. Spiess makes first contact. Fix setting it up for Faith Austin, far pin. Bulldogs keep it alive. Third touch, Frederick sends it over. Nice diving reach out there by Liberty Fix. Jags get the free ball back. Fix setting up middle of the net for Anderson. Nice save there by, that was Anna Greenmeyer. Back over to the Jag side, second touch. Fix setting up for Faith Austin. She got the kill. Nice job there by the Jags. Faith Austin gets the kill, and the Jags are within 3. It's 8-5. So the ball is chased down and rolled over into the hands of Jessica Wetzel. So Wetzel's serve is up and over. First contact is made there by Victoria Sadness. And that one gets shot out of bounds there by Shelby Mund, and it'll be a side-out point for the Jags. First one. That pulls the Jags within 2. It's 8-6, and Wetzel will continue on the serve. Service error into the net for the Jags. Makes it 9-6. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Dylan Frederick with the serve for the Bulldogs. Bailey Nelson gets it over on the third touch. Anna Greenmeyer, far pin, setting it up there for, that was Shelby Munn. Jags keep it alive, send it back over to the Bulldogs there. Munn, near post there to Victoria Sadness. Jags keep it alive. Faith Austin will try, gets blocked. Spiess keeps it alive. And now, I believe that was Anderson who sent it over, and it was. Jags get it back after a couple touches. Anderson, near pin there. Liberty Fix sends it out of bounds, and they're saying it was tipped out, so it will be Point for Liberty Fix. And it's 9-7. And Sydney Anderson on the serve for the Jags now. The whistle blows, and Anderson's serve is up and hits the top of the net, and service error will give the Bulldogs a 3-point lead, and the Bulldogs, the first team to reach double digits here in this matchup so far. Serve is up and over. Spiess makes first contact. Setting up far pin there for, that was Urbitowski. He sent it over middle of the net there. I believe that was Anna Greenmeyer. No, Haley Decker, excuse me. Haley Decker with the kill for the Bulldogs. Serve is up and over from, not sure how to say her name. I forgot to ask the coach, and I did go over there too. Nice job there by the Bulldogs to keep it alive. And did she reach over? No, she did not. So Urbitowski will get credit for that point. It's 11-8. Jags are within 3. Faith Austin has a serve for the Jags. Official talks to the Milnor Sargent coach, comes over and talks to the other official. Gets something off the court and into the bench area there. I'm guessing it might have been like a hairpin or something, I'm not sure. It's the Bulldogs lucky to keep that one alive, a near ace for Austin. Greenmeyer sends it over on the second touch. They'll set it up far side. Bailey Nelson over the middle of the net. Greenmeyer's second touch, setting it up near pin there for Victoria Sandness. Block stays on the Bulldogs side. Now Bailey Nelson will try and get the kill from the far pin. Nice job there by Bailey Nelson. She's already up to 4 of the Jags' 9 points. Faith Austin on the serve. Near side of the service line. Slight jump serve is up and over. Contact is made. Greenmeyer setting up far pin. Attacking error into the net there by Shelby Munn. According to my counts, that's 1 attacking error per side now. (11-10). Jags are within 1. Austin's serve is up and over. Sandness makes first contact, and on the third touch, she'll send it over. Diving dig there, and the Jags get it back over. Volley continues on the Bulldog side with Greenmeyer on the second touch. Behind the attack line near side, Sandness had to send it over. Tip over there by the Jags, and now a joust at the net, and that goes in favor of the Jags, Urbitowski. And that ties us up at 11 aside now. And if the Jags can get 1 more point, it would be their first lead of the match. 11-11 right now. Austin serve up and over and nearly hits the basketball hoop. Bulldogs keep it alive. Greenmeyer sends it over on the third touch. Now they'll set it up near pin there. That's Liberty Fix who gets the kill. And the Jags have their first lead of the match. It's 12-11. Northern Cass with the lead. I want to thank those listening as we reach the 28-minute mark of our broadcast here, which included some of the pregame, that included some of senior night. Faith Austin with the serve for the Jags on the left-hand side of the net if you're not watching online, and it's an ace for Faith Austin. 13-11 now. Austin serve up and over. Greenmeyer send it in the direction there of Haley Decker, and she sends it out of bounds. Point for the Jags. It's 14-11. Serve is up and over. Greenmeyer's second touch. Attack line there. Nearly gets blocked. It got tipped by Urbitowski as Victoria Sandness sent it over from the middle of the attack line, and the ball went down to the ground off the hands of Urbitowski. So credit the kill there to Victoria Sandness. It's 14-12. Jags have a 2-point lead, and their serve from the Bulldogs is up and over. Bree Frederick had to serve on that. Back on the Jags side of the net now. Setting up for Bailey Nelson, far side. Dug out nicely there by Chase McFarland. Jags keep it alive, hits the net, and the Jags get a bad angle on that. Last person to touch it was Liberty Fix. Point over to the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are back within one, 14-13. Serve is up and over from Bria Frederick, and it goes out of bounds and up into the stage there. It's Liberty Fix, will go back and track down that volleyball, and that gives the Jags a 2-point lead once again. 15-13 is our score. Liberty Fix, middle of the service line. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact, setting it up near pin here. That is Grace Mathias, and she shoots it out of bounds. Point for the Jags. 16-13, the Jags are up 3. Liberty Fix, serve up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Greenmeyer sends it in the direction of Sadness, where Spies will make first contact. Liberty Fix setting it up for Bailey Nelson. She gets the kill inbounds, and that's number 5 for Bailey Nelson. 17-13, Jags had the 4-point lead. Jags were down by as much as 4 at one point, and they were able to come back, and now they lead by 4. That one hits the tape as it comes over. Volley continues. Bailey Nelson will try and send it down for the kill, and she'll do so successfully, and it's 18-13 now. Jags extend their lead to 5. Liberty Fix still on the serve for the Jags, middle of the service line. It's up and over and out of bounds, and a side out point for the Bulldogs, 18-14. "30 minutes into our broadcast now here. Set 1. It's been a good one so far. Up and over. Spies makes first contact. Fix back set it there to Urbitowski, and she sends it out of bounds towards the Bulldog bench. There'll be another side out point for the Bulldogs. That pulls the Bulldogs within 3, 18-15. And Victoria Sadness, I believe, has the serve, and that is indeed the case. Her hair was down earlier, now she put it up in a ponytail. And a nice kill there from Bailey Nelson on the far pin. Kill number 7 for Nelson. 19-15, and a timeout on the floor, Bulldogs. So we'll keep it right here, and that at that timeout, that puts the score. Northern Cass 19, Milnor Sargent 15. Leading the way right now, Bailey Nelson with 7 points. Right behind her, 2 apiece for Liberty Fix, Josie Urbitowski and Faith Austin. And you can give 1 more to Allison Hildy. 5 side-out points. Gives the Jags their 19. For the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs, leading the way right now, it's a tie between Darby Swanson and Dylan Frederick. They both have 2. Then give 1 apiece to Haley Decker, Pacey Groskebauer, and Victoria Sadness. Add in 8 side-out points, and you got 15 for the Bulldogs. I'm gonna pull that up. Bailey Nelson right now with 7. And I want to say she had 37 in that game against Oak Grove. And let's see if that is indeed the case. Nope, 35. I was off by 2. She had 3 aces, 29 kills, and 3 blocks in that game against Oak Grove. She was red hot that night and looking just as hot tonight. Starting things off with 7 kills, and out of the timeout, it's a 4-point lead for the Jags, and Samantha Spies, serve from the middle of the service line, hits the tape as it goes over. Sadness, middle of the net there, sent over by Grace Mathias. And then a little joust at the net goes in favor of the Bulldogs. And Haley Decker with her 2nd kill. And now we have a 3-way tie for first. Groskebauer, serve up and over. Fix sends it back on the 2nd touch. That's far pin there, tacking error into the net there by Grace Mathias, and that makes it 2016 Jags. Bailey Nelson will have the serve. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Send it over, far pin, middle of the net. They send it over. Spies makes first contact. Setting it up for Faith Austin. It was tipped out of bounds. Credit the set there to Liberty Fix, and Faith Austin will get her 2nd kill of the night. 3 points overall, if you include the ace. Bailey Nelson on the serve once again. Hits the tape as it goes over, and an ace for Bailey Nelson. She put just enough on that one to get it to the top side of the tape of the net where it'd fall over on the Bulldogs side. That makes it 22-16 following Bailey Nelson's ace. Tried it again. That one was a little bit higher, but a nice attempt regardless. And a block by Anderson at the front of the net. Now second touch there. Will set it up near side for Hildy, and Hildy will get the kill. You can credit the back set there to Liberty Fix. So Hildy has two now, 23-16. Jags lead set one. Nelson serve up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact, sends it back over to the Jags off her bump, where Anderson will shove it right back over. Now second touch, setting it up. Faith Austin, far pin, got the kill. It's set point. 24-16. Bailey Nelson with the serve. Serve is up, it's over. First contact is made. Setting it up near pin there. That is Victoria, check that, Darby Swanson. And attacking air into the net gives the Jags the win. It's 25-16 in set one. So the two teams will switch sides of the net now as we get ready for set two. We'll do the same with our rosters. 25-16, Jags lead 1-0. Leading the way for the Jags, Bailey Nelson with 8 points, an ace and 7 kills. And then Faith Austin right behind her with 3, 2 apiece for Liberty Fix, Josie Rudhowski and Allison Hildy. And Faith Austin's 3 points off an ace and 2 kills. Bailey Nelson's 8 points off an ace and 7 kills. Everybody else's points off kills, 8 side-out points in that first set for the Jags. For the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs, it's a 3-way tie right now between Haley Decker, Darby Swanson, and Dylan Frederick. Check that. I just want to make sure that is in the right spot. It was Dylan Frederick, 2 apiece. And then 1 apiece for Victoria Sandness and Pacey Groskebauer. Groskebauer's point comes off an ace, as they're playing bingo right now here between sets. Jaguar fans right below our broadcast booth here, and there's plenty of them under there, and it's also costume night for some of the Jaguar fans, and nice group of Milnor Sargent fans across the gym as well. It's kind of a long trip up here from the Milnor area. Got to come through Wyndmere and then north on I-29 about 65 miles approximately to get to Hunter, North Dakota. Good thing about living in the Fargo area is you only got to do about 20 of those miles if you're coming from the Fargo area. But then we saw the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs early on in the season against Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Had the pleasure of calling that game, one where the Warbirds would actually would pick up the win in that one. I believe it was 3-0, if I remember correctly. Let me just pull that up really quick. Yep, 3-0. The Warbirds would take that back on August 29th, 25-22, 25-23, and 26-24. So Bulldogs hanging tough against the Warbirds in that matchup early on in the season, but Warbirds edging them out in each of those sets. Once again, 25-22, 25-23, and 26-24 was your line score in that matchup back on, what did I say, August 24th? Let's double check that. That wasn't August 29th, excuse me. So that was the last time I saw the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs personally in action. And as we get ready for set 2 here, as we reach the just shy of the 39-minute mark of our broadcast, we're getting ready for set 2 as the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs come out on the left-hand side of the net, and the Jaguars will come out on the right-hand side of the net. As Samantha Spees checks in for Sydney Anderson, and it'll be Faith Austin with the first serve for the Jags as we kick off set number 2 with the Jags leading 1-0. Serve is up and it's over. little joust at the net, and Bulldogs lucky to get that one over, and they got the kill too. Haley Decker will get the first point of set 2 for the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs starting set 2 the same way they started set 1 with a 1-0 lead. Victoria Sandness will have the serve. It's up and it's over. Contact is made. Fix setting up near pin for Liberty. Fix got the kill. Check that, Bailey Nelson. That would have been interesting if Liberty Fix would have set up Liberty Fix. But give the credit, the assist to Liberty Fix, and the kill to Bailey Nelson. First kill in set 2, 8 overall. He's throwing an ace. She's one away from double digits. Nice block there on the far pin by the Jags, and it's going to result in a point for the Jags as Erbatowski and Fix were in on that block. 2-1, Jags lead. Serve is up and over. Near pin that's sent over. Nice diving dig there, and that ball went under the net on the second touch, resulting in a point for the Bulldogs. And that ties us up at 2 apiece. Serve is up and over. First contact is made. Fix setting up, I believe that is Hildy, and it was. Ball comes back over to the Jags. Spies sends it over. Second touch, middle of the net. Victoria Sandness sends it over to the Jags. Near pin, Bailey Nelson. One-handed dig by Groskebauer. Way to keep it alive there, and they send it back over, and the volley continues now. Allison Hildy, middle of the net, attacking error into the net, and it's 4-2 Bulldogs. So Groskebauer will have the serve now with their team leading 3-2. I thought it was 4-2. Oh, my bad. I hit one too many numbers on my scorecard there. 3-2 is our official score. Volley on the Jag side, setting up Bailey Nelson near pin. Nice dig out by Sadness. Comes right back to the Jags. Erbatowski would shove it over, and the Bulldogs get it back, and now Spies sends it back to the Bulldogs, where Sadness makes first contact, setting it up far pin there, and credit the kill to Dylan Frederick. Now it's 4-2 Bulldogs, and Groskebauer will have the serve once again from the middle of the service line. Groskebauer's serve is up and over, and Hildy makes first contact, where Austin will send in the direction of Bailey Nelson. Bulldogs, third touch, check that, not Sadness, but that was Darby Swanson who got it over the middle of the net there. Kill by, I believe, is Nelson, it was. Nice job there, that pulls the Jags within 1, and it's 4-3. Samantha Spies will have the serve for the Jags. Serve is up, and it's over. Sadness makes first contact, goes off her wrist at a bad angle into the Bulldog bench, and that ties us up at 4 apiece. It's the first side-out point for the Jags in set 2. Serve hits the tape as it goes over. Second touch back over to the Jags. They'll set it up for Bailey Nelson. Near pin, nearly blocked. Nelson gets the kill. 3 kills for Nelson in set 2 and 10 overall. She has 11 points when you throw in the ace. Spies serve over, Jags up 5-4. Second touch, third touch, attacking error into the net. Attacking error, 4 touches. Either one would have been sufficient. Officially goes on the book as 4 touches. 6-4, Jags have the lead. Serve is up and over. Spies will dig out the kill attempt there by Dylan Frederick. And then I look at the roster for the Bulldogs, and I missed who got the Jags point there, but it is 7-4 now. And that one drops out of bounds. Nice eye there by Bailey Nelson to recognize that, and they'll make it 8-4. She was about to touch it, but then left it alone. Spies serve up and over. Frederick makes first contact. Now, that was Grace Mathias who sent it over. Bailey Nelson, middle of the net, sends it over. Groskebauer over to Sadness. Frederick sends it over. No, she does not. Hits the top of the net. And that'll make it 9-4 now. Jags have the lead. Spies still on the serve. Middle of the service line, up and over, nearly an ace. Had to dive to keep that one alive. Back set there to Allison Hildy, who gets the kill. And that puts the Jags in double digits. It's 10-4. Set 2 going much better result for the Jags in set 2 than it was at this point in set 1. And to shake the dust off. That usually is the case with the Jags in set 1. I'm not sure why, but hey, if it works, right? Spies will send it over, but unfortunately, it was Allison Hildy on the dive down the middle of the net. Her knee would slide over the line. That would give the point over to the Bulldogs and make it 10-5. Lead has been cut in half, and it'll be Anna Greenmeyer with the serve from the middle of the service line for the Bulldogs. Serve is up, it's over. High serve, Spies makes first contact. Fix, set it near pin there for Anderson. Gets blocked, Anderson first touch, back over to Fix, and the free ball back over to the Bulldogs. Greenmeyer, middle of the net there, sets it up for, that was Darby Swanson who gets the kill. Makes it 10-6, Bulldogs within 4. And a timeout on the floor, so 10-6 right now. 4 side-out points for the Jags here in set 2. 3 side-out points for the Bulldogs in set 2 for a total of 11 for the Bulldogs and 12 for the Jags. Leading the way right now in set 2 for the Bulldogs. It's a 3-way tie between Decker, Swanson, and Dylan Frederick, all with 1 apiece off 3 kills. Throwing their 3 side-out points, and that gives the Bulldogs their 6 for set 2. Leading the way right now for the Jags in set 2, Bailey Nelson with 4 points off 4 kills, followed by Ubertowski with a point off a kill, and Allison Hildy a point off a kill. 4 side-out points gives the Jags their 10. Leading the way in the match thus far, tie between Decker, Swanson, and Dylan Frederick, all 3 apiece for the Bulldogs. And leading the way for the Jaguars, Bailey Nelson with 12. 3 apiece for Ubertowski, Allison Hildy, and Faith Austin. And then 2 for Liberty Fix, and that's the only individual scoring for the Jags so far in the match. Serve is over, Spies makes first contact. I believe that was Anderson from the near pin. Bulldogs keep it alive, send it back over to the Jags now. Liberty Fix back, set it to Allison Hildy, who sends it out of bounds. Side out point for the Bulldogs, and they're within 3. It's 10-7 now here in set 2. Jags lead 1-0 as Anna Greenmeyer will chase down the ball and run to the middle of the service line. Whistle will blow. She'll bounce it a couple more times. Send the ball up in the air. Serve is up. It's over. A high lofting serve, like almost like a rainbow almost. And Anderson, that'll be 4 touches for the Jags, and it'll be another point for the Bulldogs. It'll be 10-8. Bulldogs are within 2 now, and Greenmeyer will continue on the serve for Milnor Sargent. Greenmeyer serve up, and it's over. And first contact is made, but it'll be an ace for Greenmeyer. There's a little miscommunication there with Sydney Anderson and Faith Austin. So Greenmeyer gets the ace. That makes it 10-9, and a chance to tie it up for the Bulldogs. Fix setting it up for, let's see, that was Spies who bumped it over. And now the Jags get it back where Spies makes first contact. Fix setting it up. Bailey Nelson tacking air into the net. Point to the Bulldogs. We're all tied up at 10-10. As we reach the 48-minute mark of our broadcast here on the North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network and on Jaguars Online. Multiple people running the cameras. Serve is up and over. Spies, Liberty Fix, near pin. Sydney Anderson, dug out by Groskebauer. Greenmeyer will back set it there to Bree Frederick. Or check that, that was Shelby Munn. It was blocked by the Jags. Jags get it back. Bailey Nelson near pin, dug out nicely by Groskebauer. Sent right back over to the Jags. Now Anderson, middle of the net. Did she keep it in bounds? She did not. Side out point for the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs have the lead now. It's 11-10. Last lead they had was at 1-0, and now it's 11-10. Just at a 1 in front of the 1 and the 0, and that's how this one. Now it's a 2-point lead as another ace for Greenmeyer. Makes it 12-10. Greenmeyer serve up and just barely over. Liberty Fix back setting it there to Faith Austin. No, check that, Bailey Nelson, and that's her 5th kill of set 2. She has 12 kills and an ace for 13 points in this match so far. Speaking of Bailey Nelson, she'll have the serve for the Jaguars now as the Jags find themselves down 12-11 here in set 2. That one goes out of bounds, and it's 13-11 now on the service error by Bailey Nelson. (13-11), the serve this time will come out of the hands of number 12. I'm gonna have to ask how that name is pronounced. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. If I do, it'll probably sound wrong. Greenmeyer setting it up, far pin there. That was Victoria Sadness. And Sadness with the block on the far pin. No, check that. That was not Sadness. That was Darby Swanson, I believe. 13 or 19. I can't see the number from this my vantage point. Okay, I was right the first time. It was Victoria Sadness. The name I can't pronounce gets the point off the ace. It's 15-11 now. And now the Jags get a point, and it's 15-12. So now the serve will roll into the hands of Ellie Larson. First time we've seen her in action here for the Jags. Middle of the service line. Serve is up and over. 2 touches. Greenmeyer sends it over. Larson will set it up for Faith Austin near pin. Did she get it in bounds? She did not. Austin will send it out of bounds. It'll make it 16-12 and a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs as Darby Swanson will have the serve for the Bulldogs. Her serve is up and over. Spiess makes first contact. Larson will set it up middle of the net there for Austin. Sends it over. Greenmeyer second touch. Back set for Frederick. Sends it over. Anderson. Jags get it over in 3. Now Greenmeyer second touch for Sadness. Far pin. Nice diving dig by Faith Austin. Spiess sends over the free ball on the 3rd touch. And the volley continues now. Frederick tries to send it over and gets the kill. Nice job there by Shelby Mund, excuse me. Shelby Mund got the kill. 17-12. Darby Swanson with the serve. It's up and over. As contact is made. Larson on the bump set. Liberty Fix had to try and sneak in there. Had a bad angle. Ball goes into the net and makes it 18-12 and a timeout. Jaguars will take a timeout as well and try and get a name pronunciation there and be right back on Jaguars Online. All right, welcome back, and it's Helena Kropp. She has 1 point off an ace. That was the name we couldn't pronounce earlier, but asked one of the representatives from the Bulldogs up here in the press box. Certainly appreciate the help on that one. It's 18-12 now. Bulldogs have the 6-point advantage here in set 2, but they are down 1 set to none to the Jaguars. Took set 1, 25-16. So the Bulldogs already scoring 2 more points than they did in the last set, and they lead by 6. Serve will come out of the hands of Darby Swanson as the Jags fans get on their feet. Swanson serve up and over. Spiess makes first contact. Larson will set it up for Faith Austin. She got it in bounds. She did not. It's 19-12. And Swanson will continue on the serve for the Bulldogs as the Bulldogs lead increases to 7. Swanson, middle of the service line, high serve up and over. Spiess makes first contact. Larson setting it up there. Liberty Fix near pin, got the kill. That's her first point of set 2. She has 3 overall, 3 points off 3 kills in the match. One of them coming right there. And Sydney Anderson will have the serve for the Jags from the far side of the service line. That one's a high serve and a fast serve up and over. Greenmeyer got blocked by Urbatowski, and then she got it back over on 1 touch. Far pin there, I believe that was Bailey Nelson. Let me double check. Nope, that was Liberty Fix who got the kill. Back-to-back kills for Liberty Fix, and the Jags are within 5. It's 19-14 here in set number 2 as we reach just in front of 8 o'clock, 7:57. 54-minute mark of our broadcast here between the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. Final game of the regular season before the Region 1 tournament, which will be at Oak Grove High School in Fargo. Middle of the net there. Tack goes over to the Jags. Near pin, Faith Austin got it inbounds. Nice job. She got it in just inches before the back line. That was a nice, nice kill there by Faith Austin. That pulls the Jags within 4. It's 19-15, and Sydney Anderson will have a serve for the Jags from the far side of the service line. That serve is up and over. First contact is made. Greenmeyer back sets it there to Darby Swanson, attacking error into the net. Shelby Mund, excuse me, attacking error into the net. I'll get him right eventually. I apologize for any Bulldog fans listening right now. I can tell you that this is Bree Frederick with the serve for the Bulldogs, and that's up and over. Spies makes first contact. Larson setting up near pin there for Ubertowski, but she sends it out of bounds. And now the Bulldogs hit 20, and they lead by 5. 21-15, lead by 6, excuse me. Larson, second touch. Spies sends over the, no, she does not. Attacking error into the net for the Jags. That makes it 22-15. Frederick with the serve. It's up and over. Spies makes first contact. Larson back setting it there from the attack line for Faith Austin. Gets blocked by Greenmeyer. Back over to the Bulldogs, and on the near pin there, that was Grace Mathias, who was unable to get it over the net, and that will give another point to the Jags. 22-16 now. I think that's Austin with the serve, and it was. Serve is up and over, and nice job there by Ubertowski, as on the first touch, it came just on the Jags side of the net, and Ubertowski was shut the door on that one, slam it down. 22-17, and a timeout on the floor as the Milnor Sargent Bulldog lead starts to evaporate a little by little here. 22-17. At one point, Bulldogs led by as much as 8. So Helena Crack, 2 points, an ace and a kill. And she shares the second set point lead with Anna Greenmeyer, who also has 2 points, but those 2 points came off 2 aces. You got one apiece for Haley Decker and Darby Swanson and Dylan Frederick and Shelby Munn. 14 side-out points gives the Bulldogs their 22. 5 for Nelson, 2 for Fix and Ubertowski, 1 for Allison Hildy and Faith Austin. 6 side-out points gives the Jags their 17. Austin has the serve. Hits the top of the tape as it goes over. Second touch, Sadness will get it over. Ellie Larson over to Fix, near pin there. Bailey Nelson got the kill. And Bailey Nelson just picking up where she left off last game against Oak Grove. She now has 13 kills and an ace, 14 points overall. She had 35 in 5 sets against Oak Grove. 22-18, Jags within 4. Austin serve up and over. First contact is made. Now they'll set up for Sadness. Gets blocked, stays on the Bulldogs side of the net. And the tip over, nope. They're gonna say that, I believe that was Decker who ran into the net. Point over to the Jaguars, and it's 22-19. Jags within 3. Faith Austin has a serve from the middle, not the middle, but the far side of the service line, maybe closer to the middle on the far side. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Frederick setting it up there for Greenmeyer. Austin makes first contact. Now Bailey Nelson attacking error into the net. 23-19 Bulldogs. Roll the ball over down to the other end of the court there. It'll go into the hands of Victoria Sadness. And she shoots that serve out of bounds. 23-20. Jags back within 3, and they'll get the serve back, and this time it'll go into the hands of, I believe that's Liberty Fix. It was. Contact made. Frederick will set it up. Far pin there. That is Helena Kroc. Back over. Groskenbauer makes a diving dig, but Frederick unable to, that was Bree Frederick on the near pin, misjudged the hit, and that pulls the Jags within 2. It's 23-21. Fixed serve over, and it was nearly an ace as Sandness almost lost control of it. Back on the Jag side now, Bailey Nelson gets the kill from the near pin. That's 7 kills for Bailey Nelson in the second set. That matches her first set kill. 7 in set 1, 7 in set 2, 14 overall. Throwing an ace, she has 15 points. She's 20 away from where she was against Oak Grove, and you can make it 19 away as there's another kill for Bailey Nelson from the near pin, and that ties us up at 23, and timeout Milnor Sargent. So Bailey Nelson with 16 points now, 15 kills and an ace, followed by 4 points for Liberty Fix off 4 kills. Josie Rudhowski 4 points off 3 kills and a block. These are match stats. Allison Hildy 3 points off 3 kills. Faith Austin 4 points off an ace and 3 kills, 17 side-out points for the Jags. And that brings them to their 48 points in the match so far. Jags take set 1, 25-16. We're tied up at 23 here in set number 2. Leading the way is Anna Greenmeyer and Helena Kroc with 2 points each in set 2 for the Bulldogs. And Liberty Fix will have the serve for the Jags. 23-23. Serve is up and over. Groskenbauer makes first contact. Frederick sets it up near far post there. That was Dylan Frederick. So Frederick to Frederick on that combination. Groskenbauer, Frederick to Frederick once again. Tip it over. Nice diving dig there by the Jags. Bailey Nelson sends it down for the kill. One more kill for Bailey Nelson will give her 10 in set 2. But it is set point for the Jags, 24-23. Serve up and over, comes back over to the Jags on the first touch, back over to Frederick. Frederick to Frederick, back to Frederick. Near pin, gets nearly blocked. Jags keep it alive. Is that gonna be the 4th touch? And no, it won't. I thought it was. Frederick will set up Frederick once again, and Dylan Frederick will get the kill. 24-24, that gives us bonus volleyball. You have to win by 2. To reach the 1 hour, 2 minute mark. Groskenbauer, serve up and over. Back set there, Bailey Nelson gets blocked in the middle of the net there by Darby Swanson. Now Groskenbauer, Frederick, setting up Dylan Frederick, and dug out nicely there by Bailey Nelson. No, Fix, excuse me. Nelson sends it over back to the Bulldogs. Swanson, middle of the net, nearly got blocked, stays on the Jag side. Bailey Nelson sends it back over to Groskenbauer, sends it to Frederick, to Swanson. Swanson gets it over for the kill. Darby Swanson gets the kill. And it's 25-24, set point for the Bulldogs. Groskenbauer serve just barely over the net. First contact was made. Fix setting it up there for, I believe that was Nelson. Frederick sends over the free ball, and did it land in bounds? It did not. 25-25. Got to win by 2. It's 25-25. Spies will have a serve for the Jags. Her serve is up and over. Frederick makes first contact. Swanson sends it over to Bree Frederick. Nice diving dig there by Austin. Setting up Bailey Nelson for the kill. 10 kills for Bailey Nelson in set 2. She has 17 overall, 26-25 Jags, and set point for the Jags. Jags fans are on their feet. Spies has the serve, 26-25, set point. Frederick makes first contact to Frederick. Darby Swanson, far pin, gets blocked. Dug out nicely there by Groskenbauer. Frederick sends over the free ball. Spies, Liberty Fix, setting up Bailey Nelson. Of course, that's where you want to go to. And Bailey Nelson gives the Jags the win in set 2. 27-25, a little bonus volleyball for you there. And we head to set number 3 with the Jags leading 2-0. Bailey Nelson with 19 points, 11 of them coming in set 2 there. Off 11 kills. Overall, she has 18 kills and an ace. And by far the leading scorer. And pretty much almost like a default player of the game at this point. Unless, well, I guess we'll see what happens in set 3. But at this point, not too much happening for anybody else on either team. 1 hour, 5 minutes, just shy of 1 hour, 5 minutes as we finish the first 2 sets there with a little bonus volleyball. And match stats so far. We have Bailey Nelson with 19, an ace and 18 kills. Liberty Fix 4 off 4 kills. Josie Bertowski 4 off 3 kills and a block. Allison Hildy 3 points off 3 kills. Faith Austin 4 points off an ace and 3 kills. 18 side-out points for the Jags. For the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs, leading the way right now, Darby Swanson and Dylan Frederick, each with 4 points. Frederick 4 points off 4 kills. Excuse me there. And Darby Swanson 4 points off 4 kills. Other scores for the Bulldogs include Haley Decker, 3 points off 3 kills. Anna Greenmeyer, 2 points off 2 aces. Helena Krott, 2 points off an ace and a kill. Pacey Groskebauer, a point off an ace. Victoria Sandness, a point off a kill. And Shelby Munn, a point off a kill. And Bree Frederick, a point off a kill. 22 side-out points for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs definitely putting the Jaguars on their toes there in set 2. Jaguars take set 1, 25-16 rather easily, and then not so easy in set 2 for the Jags as they were behind at least 2, if not 3 points during that set. But they come back, tie things up. Bulldogs stay close. Jags get the 2-point victory, 27-25 as the two teams now switch sides of the net. Jaguars will go on the left-hand side of the net from my vantage point. The Bulldogs will go on the right-hand side of the net, excuse me. Bulldogs once again in their dark blue jerseys with silver stripes and letters and numbers. And their librero, Pacey Groskebauer, in the white jersey with silver numbers. The Jags in their white jerseys with black numbers, black and gold stripes. And the word Jaguars across the back, and the Jaguars librero, Samantha Spiess, in the black jersey with gold stripes and numbers, and the word Jaguars across the back. 2 sets to none, 25-16, 27-25 in set 2. Jags. Let's see if the Bulldogs can pick up one here, or if it will be an early night for us here on the North Dakota, Minnesota Sports Network, as well as Jaguars Online. I think each of everyone who running the cameras tonight is multiple individuals doing that. Serve is up and over, we're underway with set 3. Bailey Nelson from the attack line on the far side got the kill. 19 kills now for Bailey Nelson and 20 points. Liberty Fix will have the serve for the Jags. Faith Austin will get a breather on the bench, and in will be Kayla Hovland. And that serve goes out of bounds, and we're tied up at 1-1. So Victoria Sandness will have the serve, or will she? And she comes back up, and she will actually sub out and put the serve in the hands of Marina Zedeca. Tied at 1, Zedeca's serve up and over from the far side of the service line and out of bounds, and it's 2-1 Jags. Set 3, Jags lead, 1 hour and 8 minutes and 14 seconds and counting. Samantha Spiess will have a serve from the Jags for the middle of the service line. That serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Frederick sends it backwards to, that was Zedeca. And that kill there from Bailey Nelson goes way out of bounds, and it's 2-2. Groskebauer have a serve for the Bulldogs. It's up and it's over, and Spiess makes first contact. Liberty Fix setting up, that was Sydney Anderson. Grosbauer will dig out. Bulldogs keep it alive until now when Bree Frederick will send that one sailing out of bounds. And it's 3-2, Jags lead. Bailey Nelson will have the serve for the Jags from the near side of the service line as Hovland will check out. Get a breather on the bench. Austin will come back in. And it's an ace for Bailey Nelson off the hands of Dylan Frederick. That's Bailey's second ace of the night. 21 points now. 19 kills, 2 aces. Retrieve that ball out of the concession area. And now it's back into the hands of Bailey Nelson. 4-2, Jags lead. Nelson, serve up and over. Frederick makes first contact. Now the other Frederick, back to Frederick. And she got the kill. And get the Frederick straight there. That was Bree Frederick on the assist to Dylan Frederick for the kill. 4-3, Bulldogs within 1, and the serve, I believe that's Anna Greenmeyer, it is. Greenmeyer, middle of the service line, high serve up and over. Spies makes first contact, Fix setting it up, far pin, Faith Austin got the kill. Nice job there by the Jags, and Faith Austin finishing that one off nicely. It's 5-3. Jessica Wetzel will have the serve for the Jags. Groskebauer, Greenmeyer, Dylan Frederick, and nice job by the Jags to keep that one alive. Greenmeyer will set it up middle of the net there. I believe that's Mund, I want to say. Darby Swanson, excuse me. And Swanson will get the kill, and it's 5-4. And the serve will go into the hands of Dylan Frederick. Serve is up and over. Low and fast serve as Spies barely got a touch on that one. Greenmeyer back set to Frederick. No, check that. That was Shelby Mund, excuse me. Back over on the Jag side, setting up Faith Austin, and that one goes off the wrist of the left wrist, or right wrist, excuse me, of Dylan Frederick. And we're tied up, or excuse me, it's 6-4 now as Faith Austin will get credit for second kill of set 3. Jags lead 6-4 in set 3. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer, second touch. Sadness tried to send it over. Blocked by Ubertowski, and a little miscommunication there as the ball falls, and there's no Bulldog there to make a contact on it and make it 7-4 Jags. Sydney Anderson with the serve. It's up and over. Greenmeyer setting it up there for... That was Darby Swanson. Faith Austin far pin now. Groskebauer will dig it out. Greenmeyer setting up near side for Sadness. Greenmeyer, Sadness sends it over on the second touch and gets the kill. Nice job there by Victoria Sadness. 7-5, Bulldogs within 2. Darby Swanson with the serve for the Bulldogs. 7-5, Jags have a 2-point advantage at the moment. Wetzel setting up Ubertowski on the far pin. That ball nearly hits the ceiling. Matter of fact, it hit one of the rafters. Now Faith Austin, far pin. Greenmeyer keeps it alive, and Greenmeyer will send it over on the third touch. Ubertowski makes first contact. She'll send it over on the third touch and get the kill. Put it right in the near corner, right in front of the back line. Ubertowski with her first point of set 3, and she has 5 overall. 4 kills and a block. Faith Austin hits the tape as it goes over. Diving lunge there by Munn, and the block from, I believe that was Bailey Nelson on the far end, and it was, so Bailey Nelson gets a block. So now she has a point in each category. 2 aces, 19 kills, a block for 22 points. Faith Austin, middle of the service line. Serve is up and over. Contact is made. Sent in the direction of Sadness, middle of the net there, and they're going to call a lift on Bailey Nelson as she kind of lost her balance, and as a result, couldn't really get her hands in a position to make contact on that ball. It's 9-6. Credit the point there to Victoria Sadness. Bulldogs within 3, setting up, I believe that was Liberty Fix on the near pin, and it was. Bulldogs get it back over. Wetzel setting up Ubertowski, middle of the net, one-handed dig there. I believe that was Frederick. Sadness sends it back over and out of bounds. Point to the Jags. 10-6, Jaguars lead. Liberty Fix, serve, middle of the service line, up and over. Groskebauer over to Frederick. Back setting it there to Sadness. Diving dig by Spies. Fix setting up Bailey Nelson, far pin. Nice dig out there by Sadness. I believe that was Greenmeyer on the second touch. Diving dig there by Faith Austin. Third touch from Wetzel goes over. Groskebauer, Frederick setting up Sadness near pin. Dig out by Spies. Fix setting up Bailey Nelson, far pin right into the face of Bree Frederick. And a kill there by Bailey Nelson. The good news is Bree is okay, but she definitely was not expecting that one. That was a power kill by Bailey Nelson that happened to hit her in the face instead of the floor, unfortunately. Setting up Bailey Nelson, tries once again. Instead of a kill, just a little tip over there, and well, that works too. Another kill there, third kill of set 3, 12-6. Jags double up on the Bulldogs. 24 points now for Bailey Nelson. Leading the way right now is Darby Swanson and Dylan Frederick with 5 apiece for the Bulldogs. It's match numbers. Serve is up and over. Bree Frederick setting it up. That one gets shot out of bounds there by Grace Mathias. It makes it 13-6. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 27 seconds and counting. Liberty Fix has a serve from the middle of the service line. Groskebauer to Frederick, near side. That is Swanson, I believe. Nope, Mathias just sent it over. Bailey Nelson over in the direction of Sadness. Sadness can't do anything about that. Bailey Nelson gets kill number 4 of set 3. And a timeout, Milnor Sargent. See if the Bulldogs can rally and get back into this one here, as they're down 8 points at the moment. At 8:19, officially 1 hour and 16 minutes and counting in our broadcast. Jags take set 1, 25-16, set 2, 27-25. And they lead right now comfortably 14-6 here in set 3. For the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs in this set, 2 for Victoria Sadness, 1 for Dylan Frederick and 1 for Darby Swanson. 2 side-out points. And then for the Jags here in set 3, 6 for Bailey Nelson off an ace, 4 kills and a block. 1 for Josie Ubertowski and 2 for Faith Austin off 2 kills. Ubertowski's point came off a kill as well. And Liberty Fix will have the serve as we come out of the timeout. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Back set it there to Sadness. Liberty Fix makes first contact. Spies will send it over. No, she won't. They'll hit the tape on the net. It'll be an attacking error on Spies. It's 14-7. Jags' lead has been cut in half. Serve is up and over. 14-7. Well, it would have been up and over had the net not been there. Make it 15-7. And Samantha Spies will have the serve now for the Jags. Middle of service line, it's up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Frederick will set it up for Dylan Frederick, and she gets the kill. Nice job there by Dylan Frederick. That's her second kill of this set 4. She has 3, check that, 6 kills overall in the match. Groskebauer, serve, up and over. Bailey Nelson gets the kill. First touch, she got set up there by, I believe it was Hildy who set up Nelson on that third touch for the kill. And kill number 5 for Nelson, and 23 overall for kills for Nelson. She also has a block and 2 aces, 26 points. Nelson has a serve. It's up and over. Sadness makes first contact. Frederick for Frederick, and did she get it in bounds? No, she did not. Dylan Frederick will send it out of bounds, and makes it 17-8 Jags. Bailey Nelson with the serve once again, near side of the service line. Serve is up and over. Groskebauer makes first contact. Frederick setting it up there for, I believe that was Swanson, and it was. And the ball goes out of bounds and point to the Jags. It's 18-8. Nelson still on the serve for the Jags, and she'll send that one sailing out of bounds, and it'll make it 18-9. The lead's been cut in half now. And a couple of substitutions here, rotations for the Bulldogs. Santa Greenmeyer will come in, as well as Shelby Munn. 18-9, Spies, Fix, Faith Austin sends it out of bounds. It's 18-10. Or they're saying it was tipped out of bounds. So it's 19-9 instead, and the point will go to Faith Austin. Serve is up and over. Greenmeyer, second touch, setting it up for, that was Shelby Munn. She sends it out of bounds. It's 29 now. Sarah Yanni on the serve. Greenmeyer, second touch. Munn sends it over. Setting it far pin for Faith Austin. Does that tipped out of bounds? It was. Faith Austin will get the kill. That's her fourth kill of set 3. 21-9. Jags lead comfortably here and looking to wrap up the regular season with a sweep. We'll see if that is the case. Bulldogs getting double digits now as that serve from the Jags goes out of bounds. 21-10 is our score. The serve is up and over and into the net. Service error by Helena Kraft. 22-10. 12-point lead for the Jags. I believe that's Wetzel. No, check that. Sydney Anderson with the serve for the Jags. Groskebauer. Greenmeyer setting up Sadness near pin. Nearly blocked. And the Jags can't get to it. That one will fall to the floor, and credit the point there to Victoria Sadness. And it's 22-11. The lead has been cut in half, and it'll be Darby Swanson with the serve for the Bulldogs. Team down 11. Austin, and she had to dive for that one. Hits the top of the tape, and as a result, Sarah Yanni not able to get there. It's 22-12 now off the ace from Darby Swanson. And I look down, 2 touches is the call. So another point will be another ace for Darby Swanson. So officially back-to-back aces for Darby Swanson now. 22-13. The lead is 9. Swanson serve up and over, and Rubitowski will get it over. Greenmeyer, first contact. Setting up near pin there for Sadness, sends it over where Jags will make contact. Back set there to Liberty Fix, and Fix will get the kill. That's Fix's first point of this set, and it makes it 23-13. Lead is 10. Serve goes into the hands of Faith Austin. Austin serve, slight jump serve up and over. Kneeling dig there by Frederick. Swanson sends it over. Now Bailey Nelson, no, nice dig out there, but I believe that was Chase McFarland, and it was. Setting up Urbitowski, middle of the net, and Urbitowski will slam the door shut on that one. Match point for the Jags, 24-13. Faith Austin on the serve. Serve is up and over. Greenmeyer, second touch, setting it up there for Sadness, sends it back over. Setting up Bailey Nelson, dig out by Groskebauer, and the Bulldogs stay in it. Sadness sends it back over. Bailey Nelson will try again for the win, and Groskebauer will dig it out again. Nice effort there by the Greenmeyer, gets it over. Great job there by the Bulldogs. Liberty Fix sends it over. Bulldogs keep it alive. Nice little punch move there by Greenmeyer. Back to the Jags now. Bailey Nelson from the attack line, tacking error into the net. 24-14. Bulldogs are within 10. Still match point for the Jags. Couple substitutions now as Grace Mathias will come in, as well as Bria Frederick. And Bria Frederick will have the serve with her team down 10. Match point for the Jags. Kayla Hovland comes in for the Jags. 24-14. Spiess has to dive to get that one. Free ball back over to the Bulldogs. Set up there, and Sadness near pin. Nice dig out there by Hovland. Now Spiess will send over the free ball on the third touch. Set it up there for Sadness once again. Jags keep it alive. Middle of the net, Erbertowski, one-handed dig there. That was by Grace Mathias. Sadness sends it over. Hovland makes first contact, setting up. Bailey Nelson gets the win. 25-16, 27-25, and 25-14. Jags sweep the Bulldogs to end the regular season as the two teams will clap hands at the net. And post-game starts right now.